Molly, are you feeling okay? You've hardly touched your breakfast or drank your juice.
I'm just tired, but I don't know why. I slept pretty good last night.
Good morning, and how are my two favorite girls today?
Molly says she feels tired and she hasn't eaten her breakfast.
Molly, princess, are you feeling all right? Wait a minute, where did that bruise on her arm come from?
Bruise? Molly, have you hurt yourself at all recently?
No, I haven't.
Look, there's more than one. Molly, someone hasn't been hitting you or anything at school, have they?
No, no one's been hitting me.
Are you sure? If someone's been bullying you and hitting you at school, then you need to tell us so we can deal with it.
You don't have to be scared to tell us. You will be doing the right thing.
No one has been bullying me at school or hitting me, I swear.
Okay, we believe you.
Listen, why don't you go sit in the other room while me and Mommy have a talk?
Okay.
So, how do you think she got those bruises if she didn't fall over and no one's been bullying her at school and hitting her?
I don't know, I'm just as baffled as you are, but you know, she has been more tired than usual. Maybe there's something wrong with her and it's causing her to get bruises.
What do you mean?
Well, I had a sister who suffered from a condition called Fanconi anemia, and that caused her to have bruises appear suddenly and feel tired all the time.
Do you think Molly could have that?
Well, it's a possibility. It's a genetic disorder, so it's a possibility that she could have inherited it from my side of the family.
Oh my God.
Try not to worry just yet. It might not be that, but let's take her to see the doctor just to be on the safe side.
Now Molly, we need you to be very brave whilst the doctor takes a look at you.
Why am I here?
So we can find out what's causing you to get bruises, make sure there isn't anything seriously wrong.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lloyd and you must be Molly.
Yes. So Dr. Lloyd, can you tell me what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling tired all the time, and why am I getting bruises without falling over?
Well, I'll need to do some tests on you first before I can confirm anything.
But, there is something wrong. I can sense it.
Well, like I said, we'll need to do some tests on Molly before an official diagnosis can be confirmed.
Am I sick?
Hopefully not, but we still need to take a look at you just to make sure, and if you are, then we can give you medicine to make you better. Now I'll need you both to wait outside whilst I take Molly for testing.
No. I want them to stay.
Now listen to me, we need you to be a very brave girl whilst the doctors take a look at you, and don't worry, me and Daddy will be right outside.
But Mommy, I'm scared. I want you and Daddy with me.
I know, baby girl, but we need you to be a big girl right now.
But I'm still scared. What if I'm really sick and they can't make me better? What if I'm dying?
Now you listen here, don't you ever think like that. No matter what happens, no matter what the result, the doctors will do everything they can to prevent that.
Try not to worry too much, it's probably nothing serious.
Well, we hope not. Please God, don't let her have the same condition my sister had. I can't go through that again.
Okay, it's time for me to take Molly for testing.
We understand.
Well, we finally got the test results back, and I'm sorry to say that it isn't good news.
Oh God, what's wrong with her?
Well, according to the test results, Molly is suffering from a rare genetic disorder known as Fanconi anemia.
No, I was hoping this wasn't going to happen. I can't go through this again. I just can't. I can't watch another person I care so much about die in front of me.
He had a sister who also suffered from Fanconi anemia. We had a suspicion that Molly was also suffering from it, that she inherited it possibly from her late aunt.
Well, that is a possibility, but if we are to prevent Molly from meeting the same fate as her aunt, then she'll need a bone marrow transplant.
So does that mean we'll need to find someone with the same stem cells in order for her to have the transplant?
Yes, that means we'll need to find a donor in order for Molly to have the transplant. If this condition is left untreated, it's a high possibility that Molly could end up with leukemia or any other type of cancer. Also, her immune system will be very low, meaning she is prone to illnesses.
But Molly can't die. She's only 6.
I know this isn't easy to hear, but I promise that we will do everything we can to prevent that.
So what about the bruising? Is that part of her condition?
I'm afraid it is. Anyway, here are her medical records. I suggest you keep them with you in case anyone is to see Molly's bruises and get the wrong idea.
You mean, they might think she's being abused?
Well, that might not happen, but keep this with you just in case. You can use these records as proof that Molly isn't being abused if it ever comes to that.
Okay, so when can we take Molly home?
We'll keep her in overnight just for observation, but you can take her home first thing tomorrow.
So mommy, am I sick after all?
Yes, I'm afraid you are, honey, but don't worry. The doctors know what's wrong, so they know what to do to make you better. But that means that you'll have to go to the hospital a bit more often.
Don't worry, mommy. I'll try my best to be brave.
Good morning, Kimberly. Say, looks like your Molly has been quite accident-prone lately. Just look at all those bruises.
Molly, can you go play whilst I talk to Maureen?
Okay, mommy.
Molly hasn't been falling over. We've just got back from the hospital. Molly's been diagnosed with Fanconi anemia, and that's what is causing her bruising.
Yeah. I'm sure she has.
What are you getting at?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Anyway, I hope Molly gets all the help she'll need. I hope she feels better soon.
Well, thanks anyway, Maureen. I'm going to go back to my daughter now. I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure. See you later. Hello, I would like to speak to social services, please. It's about a little girl who lives next door to me. I believe she's being abused. Her name is Molly Hinchelson. Yes. I can confirm that she is indeed being abused.
Molly, can we talk to you for just a minute?
What is it, Daddy?
Well, it's about what's wrong with you. You see, your illness is really serious and you'll have to have some very special treatment to make you better.
But, surely I've got medicine to make me better.
Yes, that's true, but the thing with your illness is that you'll need a very special kind of medicine to make you better. You see, this condition is making your blood unhealthy, and it requires a very special kind of medicine to make it healthy again.
Is that why I've been getting bruises? Because my blood is poorly?
Yes, that is right, Princess. But don't worry, we will make sure you get this special treatment.
Will I have to go to heaven?
No. Not for a very, very long time.
Well, I hope I'll get better very, very soon. Being ill is no fun.
No, it isn't. But like Mommy and Daddy said, we will make sure you'll get this special treatment.
I understand. Can I go back to playing with my doll now?
Yes, of course you can, sweetie. Do you think we did the right thing, telling her?
She needed to know. It's better to tell her rather than keep it from her, otherwise she won't understand why she's spending a lot of time in hospital.
That's true, I guess. I still can't get my head round it, that our little girl needs a bone marrow transplant to save her life. What if we can't find a matching donor?
We will find one. There's got to be someone out there that's got to be a match. Now who on earth could that be? I can't be dealing with any visitors right now.
Don't worry, I'll sort this out.
Hello, is this the Hingelson residence?
Yes, who are you exactly?
My name is Bridget Baker, I currently work for social services. We received a phone call earlier today regarding your daughter Molly.
What kind of phone call?
Well, according to the phone call, they said that your daughter is being abused and they were pretty certain about it.
Wait a minute, has this got something to do with her bruises? Because this is all a big misunderstanding.
So you admit that Molly has been receiving a number of bruises?
Well, yes, but it's not what you think.
What is going on?
Hello, you must be Molly's mother. I am Bridget Baker, from Social Services.
Social services?
That's right, apparently someone called them on us and told them that Molly is being abused, because of those bruises.
What? Who the hell has been saying all this?
I'm sorry, Mom, but that is private information.
Miss Baker, this has been one big misunderstanding. You see, Molly has recently been diagnosed with Fanconi anemia. That's the reason she's getting bruises.
We have her medical records as proof. We will show you them right now.
All in good time, Mr. Hingleson, but right now I would like to speak with Molly.
Why do you want to speak with Molly? We just told you the reason for her bruises. What more do you want?
It's just a precaution. Now, are you going to let me speak with your daughter, or are you going to make this more difficult than it has to be?
Okay, fine. You can speak with Molly, but I still don't see a reason why.
Thank you, Mr. Hingleson. This shouldn't take long.
Who on earth would think we are abusing Molly?
I don't know, but if this gets bad, I'm going to find out who reported us and tell them they made a big mistake. Some people really need to mind their own business.
So tell me, Molly, are you happy living at home with Mummy and Daddy?
Yes, they take really good care of me and give me everything I need. They have always been there for me.
Okay, and has Mummy or Daddy ever hit you at all?
No. They have never hit me and they never will.
I see. Just one more question. How did you get those bruises on your arm?
Oh, well, Mommy and Daddy said I have an illness that makes my blood unhealthy and that it makes me bruise easy. I've been to the hospital and they said I'm sick.
I see.
How long do you think they'll be?
I don't know, but I hope this is nothing but a misunderstanding. I'm sure Molly will tell that social worker that we have not and never have abused her.
Oh, Mrs. Baker, what is going on?
Well, after having a chat with your daughter and what she's been saying, I believe this Fanconi anemia business is nothing but a cover-up.
What? Why would we make something like that up? We told you that she has Fanconi anemia and that we've got her medical records as proof. Please, just take a look. These will tell you that she has officially been diagnosed, that it causes bruising. We are not child abusers, never have and never will be.
Save it, Mrs. Hingleson. I've dealt with cases like this before, parents physically abusing their children and making up some medical condition as a cover-up. For all I know, those records could have been forged. Now, I'm afraid I have no choice but to remove Molly from your care until further notice.
Now you listen here, you are not taking Molly anywhere. Me and my wife have done nothing wrong. You can't take our daughter away from us. I will not allow it.
Mr. Hingleson, don't make this any more serious than it already is.
This is complete bullshit. We've done nothing wrong. You'll be hearing from our lawyer.
Do what you want. Okay, come along, Molly, time to go. Time to take you away from these evil child abusers.
Mommy, Daddy, help me.
I can't believe this is happening. Our daughter needs medical attention and some nasty social worker had to take her away from us. Who the hell would even accuse us of child abuse anyway?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out, and when I do, I will make sure they won't get away with this. I'll teach them a thing or two for shit stirring. And then, we are going to get a lawyer and fight to get our little girl back before it's too late.
What do you mean, too late?
Well, if this Bridget Baker woman doesn't believe that Molly has Fanconi anemia, then there is the chance that she may not take her to hospital for medical treatment. And if she doesn't receive her treatment or get the bone marrow transplant whilst in the care system, then we could lose her for good. And I don't mean to the care system.
Oh God.
Kimberly, if we don't get our daughter back soon, then it's possible that she may die. I can't believe someone thought we were abusing Molly and reported us to social services, all because her condition causes her to get bruises. And if we don't get her back, then she may not get the help she needs, she may not get the transplant. I can't lose another person I care about.
Hello, Brian.
Oh, hello Maureen, what brings you over here?
Oh, I noticed that you looked a bit down in the dumps, so I thought I'd come and see if you're okay.
Actually, I'm not okay. I just found out my little girl has a rare genetic disorder that requires her to have a bone marrow transplant in order to save her life. And then a social worker turns up out of the blue, saying that someone called them on us because they thought we were abusing Molly because of the bruises caused by her illness. Now me and Kimberly have been accused of making it all up, and now Molly's been taken into foster care.
Oh. Well, it came quicker than I expected.
What? Maureen, did you call social services on us?
Yes. I did. I saw all those bruises on that poor little girl's arms, so I did what any other decent person would have done when they see that a child is being abused.
Now you listen here, you fat bitch. Those bruises are caused by Molly's illness. Me and Kimberly have not been abusing her. You are seriously deluded to even think that.
A medical condition does not cause bruises on the child. Hitting a child causes bruises.
Are you seriously fucking dumb or what? How about you go look up Fanconi anemia online and it will tell you that unexplained bruising is one of the symptoms.
What is going on?
Oh, I just found who reported us to social services over Molly's bruises, you know, the ones caused by her condition. Well, it was this spiteful bitch right here.
Maureen, is this true?
So, got nothing to say, have you? Because you seemed pretty pleased with admitting it before.
Maureen, how could you do this to us? After everything we'd done for you in the past, we supported you when your Peter died, and this is how you repay us, by thinking we are child abusers and reporting us to social services.
Thanks to you, we may not ever get our little girl back. The social worker thinks we made up her condition and now she might not get the bone marrow transplant she needs.
Oh please, if you're that desperate, then why not fight to get her back? That's the only way you'll get her back.
Like it's going to be that easy. It could take months or even years for us to get Molly back.
And for all you know, she may die before that even happens, but you could make it so much easier if you call social services right now and admit you made a mistake. Oh. That's it, walk away you coward, don't face up to what you done.
I can't believe she thought we were abusing our own child, after all these years of being nothing but good friends with that woman and offering our support when she needed it.
I know, how ungrateful is that? But don't worry, we are going to fight to get Molly back, no matter how long it takes.
But what about what you said? What if she doesn't survive before that can happen? What if she dies before we can get her the transplant?
Well, we better get moving. Let's go and see Dr. Lloyd. She'll be able to help us since she was the one who officially diagnosed Molly. And she'll be able to prove that we didn't make up Molly's condition. As for Maureen, well, as far as I'm concerned, she can rot in hell. And I hope her fat juicy ass gets roasted on hell's spitfire. It's more than she deserves, the evil, vindictive bitch.
Okay, Molly, these are your foster brothers and sisters. Okay, children, would you like to introduce yourselves to our new resident?
Hi, my name is Emma.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you, Molly. My name is Mina and I hope we can be the best of friends.
The tall girl with the phone is our oldest resident, Kaylee. We would ask her to introduce herself, but as you can see, she is far too interested in her phone like all teenagers.
I would appreciate it if you didn't talk about me like I'm not here. I can speak for myself. I don't need other people speaking for me. Here's a word of advice, new girl. This place isn't as nice as it looks. It's dead boring here. I can't wait until I'm 16, then I can get out of this crap hole.
Kaylee, don't speak like that.
Just ignore her, honey. She's just being a typical teenager. Okay, let's carry on introducing ourselves.
Hello, I'm Sophie.
I'm Jamal. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, I'm Satrib.
Andy, I'm Gwyneth. I hope can be good friends, Molly. I'm also sorry to hear about what your parents did to you.
Hey. My parents didn't do anything to me.
But you had the social worker W.H. O'Brien to hear telling Julia and Keith that your parents beat you and mad out you were seriously took a very tap.
But, I am seriously ill. I have something called Fanconi anemia. That's why I have bruises. Please, Keith and Julie, this is a big mistake. Can I just go home?
Kids, can you please leave so we can have a talk with Molly in private?
I'm not a kid. I'm 14, living with a bunch of unwanted 5-year-olds.
For your information, I'm 7.
Kayla, drop the attitude or no phone for a month.
Whatever.
Sweetie, you do know that it was made up, don't you? Your condition, you do know that your parents convinced you that you had Fanconi anemia to keep you quiet.
Julie is right, Molly. They obviously told you to say that to the social worker to cover their tracks.
But, I do have Fanconi anemia. I've been to the hospital and I've officially been diagnosed. You can call my doctor if you don't believe me. Her name is Dr. Lloyd.
Molly, it's okay. You don't have to keep lying for them. You're safe now and they can't hurt you anymore. Now stop this nonsense.
I'm not lying. I am sick. I am. I want to go home. I want to go home. I hate it here. I wish I was never brought here. I want my mommy. I want my daddy.
That poor child. It's obvious that her parents have brainwashed her into thinking she has a medical condition that caused her bruises.
I know, right? What kind of sick people would abuse their child and pretend she is seriously ill to cover it up? Well, I know one thing. We must never let them get her back.
Yeah, I agree. No child should have parents like that. So is it decided then, that if her parents do fight to get her back, we don't let them?
Yes. They must not get her back. They don't deserve her. Not if they are beating her and making her think she has Fanconi anemia. Molly will now stay with us and we'll give her a much better life than the one she had before. Those child-abusing bastards will not get her back, and that's final. Molly belongs with us now.
Thank you for seeing us on such short notice, Dr. Lloyd.
It's no problem, and I do completely understand why you asked to speak with me, that you have both been accused of harming Molly and that she has been taken away from you.
That's right. Our neighbor, Maureen Richardson, saw the bruises on Molly that had been caused by her condition and assumed we caused them and told social services.
Now, thanks to that woman, Molly has been taken into foster care, and not only have we been accused of child abuse, we have also been accused of making up her illness.
Please, you need to help us, Dr. Lloyd. Molly is seriously ill and she needs to be with her parents, not with strangers who probably assume that she is not sick.
Don't worry, Mr. Hinchelson. I have asked your social worker to come here today so we can show her the medical records.
We tried showing her the ones you gave us as proof, but she refused to look at them, said they were possibly forged. It was almost like she was determined to take Molly.
You know what, I reckon she was doing it for the money. I've read online that social workers receive extra money from the government every time they take a child from their parents. I reckon that's why she took Molly without looking at the medical records first. She is just a greedy money-grabbing social worker.
Well, if she sees medical records from a fully qualified doctor, then she won't think they are forged. She should be here any time soon, but she is running late.
Sorry I'm late. I was stuck in traffic.
Are you sure you were stuck in traffic and not just planning to take another child away from their family for no reason just so you can earn some extra cash?
Brian, please.
You make me sick, taking a desperately ill child away from her family. I hope you can't sleep at night, thinking about what you did.
I was only doing my job, and I know an abused child when I see one, and I know a forged medical record when I see one.
You didn't even bother to look at them. You just took one look at Molly's bruises and assumed abuse. Well, that woman over there is the person who diagnosed Molly, and she has official medical records stating that Molly is really suffering from Fanconi anemia. Do you see? She is actually a qualified doctor.
Perhaps if Mrs. Hinchelson moves down the table and allows the social worker to sit here, I can show her the records. Now, as you can see here, this folder contains actual records of Molly's diagnosis. They officially confirm our diagnosis of Fanconi anemia.
I'm sorry, but I have to ask, how much are they paying you?
Excuse me?
Well, I believe you are not a qualified doctor. You are just posing as one and playing a part in this cover-up, and that those records are well and truly forged.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why are you doing this?
Mrs. Baker, I can assure you that these medical records are 100% official. If you could just take a look, then you will see that they're not forged.
Hello, this is Bridget Baker from Social Services. What? You suspect abuse of a 5-year-old boy? So they said he has fits, but you think they are making it up?
Well, that is just rude and unprofessional. You know what? If you are just going to be ignorant, then you can leave.
So, you think his dad kicked him in the head? Well, I'm on my way.
I see we are dealing with a stubborn and, quite frankly, a rude and selfish woman. I think you two should get a lawyer and take this to court.
Oh, don't worry, we will. We will do whatever it takes to make sure that Molly is back where she belongs. This is all because of some stupid fat woman sticking her fat nose in.
And the worst part is, that woman was our neighbor for years and we supported her through her own problems, and this is how she repaid us.
Well, I suggest you get a lawyer right away so we can begin this fight to get Molly back. The longer we leave this, then there's a high chance her condition could deteriorate.
We?
Yes, I am going to help you get Molly back, and don't worry, you will get her back. We will prove together that you did not harm her or make up her condition.
I don't know how much I can take of this. It's been almost 8 weeks and they still won't let us have Molly back despite all the proof.
I know, darling, but we need to keep fighting and appealing.
I just want my little girl back. She could be getting sicker and she needs us. She needs her mommy and daddy.
I know, I want her back home with us also.
I just don't understand what's wrong with her. She's been like this for the past couple of weeks.
Did she say anything to you, tell you what was wrong or anything?
She said she was suffering from head and stomach pains.
It's probably just the flu or something. She'll be fine in a few days. Come on, let's leave her to rest.
Molly, it's Julie. I just came to see how you are feeling. Molly, are you going to wake up for me? Molly? Wake up, dear. Molly? Keith.
What is the matter, Julie?
It's Molly. I can't wake her up. I think she's unconscious. She won't respond to me. She just won't wake up.
Let me try. Molly, can you hear me? It's Keith. Molly, wake up. Oh my God. You're right, she isn't waking up. I think we better call 911. Hello, I need an ambulance. It's my 6-year-old foster daughter. She won't wake up. She is unconscious. We need an ambulance right away. What do you think could be wrong with her?
I don't know. The doctors are still running tests. You don't suppose she was actually sick this whole time, that she really does have Fanconi anemia?
I don't know. We'll just have to see what the doctors say.
Good afternoon. Are you Molly's foster parents?
Yes, we are. So, doctor, can you tell us what is wrong with her?
Is she going to be okay?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but it appears for the last 8 months, Molly has been suffering from Fanconi anemia and her condition has deteriorated quite rapidly.
Oh my God. She was telling the truth. She did have Fanconi anemia this whole time.
Her parents never abused her. She was actually sick. So what happens now, doctor? Will you be able to make her better so we can return her to her parents?
Unfortunately, Molly's condition is far too critical, and according to the tests, she only has a few hours of life left.
But, shouldn't she be getting a transplant? She told us she needed a transplant when she first came to us, but we ignored it, thinking she was making it up.
I'm sorry, but it's just impossible. Finding a matching donor could take months and Molly cannot wait that long. She is dying.
So, what happens now?
I think the decent thing to do is to contact Molly's real parents and break the news to them. Let them spend the last few hours with Molly and say their goodbyes.
Hello? What? Oh my God, are you sure? Yes, yeah, okay, we'll be right there.
What's the matter, Kimberly?
That was the hospital. Molly's taken a turn for the worst and they said they can do no more for her. She's only got a couple of hours left to live.
No, not my little girl. I can't lose her like I lost my sister.
Well, she's up there right now with her foster parents and we are now in the clear because the hospital has proven the real reason for her bruises. They said we can go up there now to spend her final moments with her and say a proper goodbye.
I don't know if I can face it. I can't go through this again. I can't. Molly had her whole life ahead of her. Why can't they just give her the transplant?
I don't know, but it must be that they don't have any time to find a match. Look, I know this is hard and I don't want this either, but if you don't come and say goodbye, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. So please, come to the hospital with me and say goodbye. This will be the only chance.
Okay, I'll come, but it's going to be hard, seeing my little girl in her final moments.
I know, I know.
How many times do we have to go over this? You are not letting those people anywhere near the child.
Ugh. How many times? They didn't harm their daughter. Those bruises were caused by her condition and because of your interfering. That poor little girl hasn't received treatment. And now she's dying, because she's gone almost 2 months without any hospital checks and medication, because you thought her illness was made up. You should be ashamed.
We feel really awful. If we'd known that she really was sick, then we would have tried to prove it and possibly get her back to her parents so she could get the treatment she needed.
Hello.
Oh, hello. You must be Mr. and Mrs. Hingleson, Molly's birth parents.
Yes, that's right. So tell us, how is she doing?
Not good, I'm afraid. She's currently in a coma and she is slowly slipping away. If you want, you can come and sit with her for her final moments and say goodbye.
You two shouldn't even be here. You've been banned by the courts to go anywhere near that little girl. Leave this hospital right now or I will call the police.
For your information, the hospital have shown the courts proof of what really caused Molly's bruising, that her parents had nothing to do with it and they have dropped the case.
I don't care. I know a child abuser when I see one. Now I demand these people leave this building right now.
Why are you being so awful? They got enough proof saying we never laid a finger on our daughter.
I suggest you leave this building right now and let these people say a final goodbye to their daughter, or else I'll tell your department the real reason you took their daughter.
What are you talking about?
Oh, just how you entered their home, took one look at Molly's bruises and just took her without looking into the facts first, that you were just in it for the money.
Thanks to you and our fat busybody neighbor, we are going to lose our little girl. All because you wanted some extra cash from your job. I hope you're very proud. Proud that you took a seriously ill child away from their parents. She could have received a transplant and survived if it wasn't for you and that fat bitch living next door to us.
Ugh.
What a heartless woman.
I couldn't agree more. Anyway, these people right here are Julie and Keith. They were Molly's foster parents for these past 2 months.
We are really sorry for what you've had to go through for the past 2 months. Really sorry.
If we had known that Molly was actually sick and that you had nothing to do with her bruises, then we would have helped you to get her back. We are truly sorry.
They are deeply sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Hingleson. They were really shocked when I revealed Molly's condition to them when they brought her here.
We don't want to talk about all that right now. We just want to see our baby.
Please, take us to her. Let us spend her final moments with her.
Okay, come with me. I will take you to your daughter, then you can say goodbye.
What should we do? Should we go with them?
I think you should let them be alone with Molly. They are her birth parents after all.
Now she will still be able to hear you, so just talk to her like you normally would.
Oh, Molly, my baby.
How long has she got, doctor?
I'd have to say at least 1 to 2 hours.
But there must be something you can do. There must be a matching donor somewhere in this hospital. You can still give her the transplant, can't you?
I'm sorry, but even if we did have the stem cells, Molly's system is far too weak to accept it. The only thing we can do now is just let her go.
So that's it. There's nothing you can do for her?
I'm so sorry.
Can we at least hold her for her final moments, please? We just want to hold our baby and say goodbye.
Of course, I'll be right outside with Dr. Lloyd if you need anything.
Molly, can you hear us? It's Mommy and Daddy.
We're right here, honey. Mommy and Daddy are right here.
Please, wake up Molly, don't leave us, we've missed you so much. You got to keep fighting baby, keep fighting.
Come on Molly, do as your mother says, you still got to have your transplant so you can get better and come home.
Hi Mommy, hi Daddy. I love you.
We are all gathered here today to say a final farewell to Molly Hingelson, who tragically lost her fight for life with Fanconi anemia at just 6 years old. Molly was a happy little girl who fell ill shortly before being taken away from her parents, who were wrongfully accused of abusing her. The child had spent 2 months in foster care without receiving the medical treatment she needed, which brought on her sudden death. Molly will be missed terribly by her parents, who loved and cared for her so very much. Now let us pray before we commence Molly's body to the ground.
I'm not too late, am I?
Maureen, what are you doing here? We didn't invite you to our daughter's funeral.
What makes you think we would want you here? After all, you are the reason she is in that coffin, you are the reason she is dead.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Well, if you didn't go assuming that we abused our daughter and called social services, then Molly wouldn't have been taken away from us. We could have got her the transplant.
She would still be alive if it wasn't for you sticking your nose in. My wife told you why she had those bruises, yet you still assumed abuse.
I suggest you leave right now. They don't want you here and I don't blame them, not after what you did.
Are you not even sorry for wrongfully accusing us?
No.
Well, let us pray and then we'll commence Molly's body to the ground.
She is so beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, she is. I wish Molly was still around to meet her baby sister. She would have made a great big sister.
I couldn't agree more. Molly would have made a terrific big sister.
My big sister is here, isn't she? She's buried here.
That's right, dear, and she is looking down on us from heaven, watching over us all the time.
Will she have angel wings?
Of course she will, big white fluffy ones.
I wish I got to meet her. I would have loved to have a big sister, but she got sick, didn't she, and you couldn't make her better. That is why she is in heaven.
That's right, honey, but she isn't suffering anymore. She has gone to a better place.
Goodbye Mommy, goodbye Daddy, goodbye Rosie, I love you all.